Hello Team Dirty Sets, welcome to the 6-2 system formation playbook. This is how we're going to play the 6-2 system, which is made up of 6 hitters with 2 setters. A couple of quick notes at the very beginning. Essentially, each player is assigned one position. You're either a left side hitter, you're a middle player, or you're a setter. Left side hitters, right now I've allocated Dave and Laura. The middle blocker, middle hitter, I've got Assumption and Danielle. And then I have Garen and myself as the setter. And when the setter is not setting, they become the offside hitter, basically meaning the right side hitter. The left side hitter, when you're in the front row, always switches over to the left side. What you're doing is you're playing the net for blocks when the other team has the ball. Then, once the ball comes on over to our side, you're pulling back to the 3-meter line and the sideline right on that corner in order to get ready for a hit. The set is going to be just inside the antenna because you've got 3 hitters up front. You want to be pushed outside. The middle hitter, when in the front row, always switches to the middle position. So again, no matter where you are, as soon as the ball is served, you switch over to the middle. Again, you're playing the net for blocks on defense, and then as soon as we get the ball on our side, you're pulling straight back to the 3-meter line for a middle hit. The set will really just be about 2-3 feet in front of the setter, so it's often set up for a nice quick hit. The front row setter, basically what we're saying here is there's 2 setters. The front row setter is a hitter. The back row setter is the person who comes up and actually sets. So when you're the front row setter, you're the offside hitter. So if you're the setter, in this case Garen or myself, you're going to be moving over to the right side. You're going to play the net once again for blocks, and then on offense we're going to pop back to that 3-meter line and the sideline in order to get ready to hit the ball on the offside set. And then again, like the left side hitter, the set will be just inside the antenna. The back row setter. On offense, the back row center moves just right of middle, very close to the net. Because you're back row, the back row center can't leave their feet, so there's no blocking and there's no hitting. So when it's on defense and you have your 3 blockers who can jump, maybe you want to back up just a bit for the tips, just in case. You have 3 different hitters to set, and you're going to need to call your hitter because you're going to want to avoid communication problems. So as you're popping the ball up, you're going to want to scream Danielle, Garen, Rob, whoever. If the setter has to play the first ball on defense, what happens is the front row setter, who's now on the right-hand side, is going to jump in and they're going to take the set for you. Let's take a look at a bunch of different rotations. The first one is us in the service position. So assuming that I start off as the setter, I'm going to be the server for the first position. Garen is going to be opposite me. You'll see him. He's got a gray dot. I have Danielle in the middle and Dave beside her. Dave is the left side hitter, so you'll see that he will transition to the left side. And then, of course, Garen is going to transition to the right. And then to start, I basically have Laura as the left side hitter in the back and Assumption as the middle hitter in the back as well. So you'll see how they move around. So let's take a look at what happens after the serve. After the serve, I move up, and as soon as I move up, the left side hitter moves off to the left-hand side, and the other setter moves over to the right-hand side. They stay up close to the net because they're going to be blocking. As soon as that happens, what's going to happen is your back row is basically going to move over so that they cover as much ground as possible. Now, as soon as that ball comes over into our zone, you see how I move up right to the net, and basically, in this case, Danielle steps straight back to the 3-meter line, gets ready for a quick hit, but now I have Dave on my left-hand side and Garen on the right-hand side ready for a hit. Now, that ball would be set pretty much all the way out to the antenna, maybe just inside by a couple of feet. Taking a look at that first rotation again, but this time receiving, you'll see that myself as the setter, instead of playing back right, what I'm doing is I'm sneaking up beside Dave, and essentially as soon as the ball is hit over the net, you see I move right over to the middle, and then at the same time, when it's clear to do it, Dave will move over to the left-hand side, Garen will move to the right side. It's pretty simple. Just remember, if you're a left side hitter, you're always moving to the left. If you're a setter / offside hitter, you're always moving to the right. If you're a middle hitter, you're always moving just a couple of feet behind the 3-meter line for the middle hit. Pretty straightforward. Let's look at the second rotation. Once we've actually moved around, you see I'm now kind of in the 6th position, and I'm playing very, very tight to the front. As soon as Dave, who's now the server, serves the ball, he moves up towards the middle. We have the shift to Laura, who's now the left side hitter, stays on the left, and we have Danielle and Garen switching, so that Garen is on the right. They're blocking. Once the ball comes over to our side, once again, I move up. Everybody moves back to their spots on the outside of the court, and middle hitter being straight back behind me. I now have 3 different targets to set. As you'll see as well, I should have pointed this out earlier, right now, Laura, Danielle, and Garen all have shadows under their dots. The reason for that is these people are able to hit. They're able to leave their feet. As you can see in this case, I am not allowed to leave my feet, so I can't go up for a block. Looking at the second rotation, this time receiving, what you'll see here is as soon as the setup, with the setup, sorry, I'll be tucked right behind Garen. As soon as the ball comes over the net, immediately I move up. And at the same time as I move up, once again, Garen moves to the right because he's the offside hitter. And Danielle will move right to the middle to be the middle hitter. Once again, I now also have Laura on the outside in the power position. Let's take a look at rotation 3. Now I'm on the back left. Once again, I'm cheating up at the very front of the back left as Ascension serves. She's going to serve. Dave's going to move back a little bit, cover that back position, and then you're going to have Laura switching over to the left side once again, and Ascension, as the middle player, is going to jump in the middle. Now we've got the 2 of them plus Garen in the front row for the block. As soon as the ball comes over once again, I'm making my way right up there. Everybody's backing up to their positions. Again, left side goes to the left, right side or setter goes to the right, and middle stays in the middle. Pretty easy. Taking a look at that third rotation in the receiving position, same thing. Once again, in this case, I'm tucked right behind Ascension, and as soon as the ball is set or is served over the net, I make my way right to the middle. Ascension's going to come to the middle because she's the middle hitter. Laura's going to make her way to the left side because she's the left side hitter, and Garen, who's the offside hitter, makes his way once again to the right. Taking a look at rotation 4, as well as 5 and 6, what you'll see now is I have now entered the front row. Garen is on the back row, so you'll see I now have a shadow beside me. I will not be serving anymore, or setting anymore. Garen will be setting. So basically this works the exact same way as 1, 2, 3, just with the opposite 3 players up front. So once again, you've got Garen, serves the ball, moves up, we switch over, I take the right-hand side, Laura takes the left-hand side. Again, she's the left side hitter. Ascension stays in the middle because she's the middle hitter. We're up there for the block. As soon as the ball comes over to our side, basically Laura and I back up. Ascension just steps behind the 3-meter line a little bit, and Garen moves his way up into the setting position. Very straightforward. Same thing on receiving on rotation 4. In this case, Garen, like I was earlier, is just tucked in behind Laura. As soon as the ball is served, he makes his way over. Once we can make the switch, what will happen is Laura will move to the left, I will move to the right, once again when it's safe. Then we're ready to hit. Rotation 5, again, we're not going to go in as much detail, but I'll let you go through this. Service, moves up. We have the switch, so I go to the right-hand side. Sunny stays in the middle. When we go on offense, Garen makes his way up, and we go back to our hitting positions. Receiving, same thing. Garen is tucked right in behind me. As soon as the serve comes over, he moves up, I move over to the right, while Ascension moves back to the middle. Rotation 6, the last rotation. Garen, again, as far forward as he can on the left-hand side. Ball is served. 2 back players cover the backcourt well. The front players basically get in their positions for the block. Once we get possession of the ball, Garen moves right up. We move into our hitting positions. And then finally, rotation 6 receiving. Garen's on that tight left spot. As soon as the ball comes over, he makes his way, and then we have the switch. Once again, in this case, we have Laura moving over to the left. Actually, Dave moving over to the left, with Danielle moving into the middle. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. We'll practice it a lot. I know I'm a geek for putting this together, but it was actually kind of fun to do. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.